can turn the world on with her smile? Who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile? Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
Ted, what are you doing?
I'm having some new publicity shots taken.
Since when do you smoke a pipe?
I don't. Bought it for the photo session. Do I look like Cronkite?
Actually, more like Mammy Yokum. Oh, Lou, don't go in your office. You're going to miss Mary coming back from lunch.
Well, maybe you can tell me what it was like later.
Lou, you know that guy she's been going out with the past 4 months? The guy we think she's kind of serious about? Well, I think he may be with her.
I'll stick around.
Mary, serious with somebody? Look, that's a wrap. Enough of what I told you.
You mean about the dimples?
Right.
You don't have any dimples.
I will now.
What? Okay, we're all anxious to meet this guy that's been taking Mary out. All right, out of fairness to Mary, let's try not to make her feel uncomfortable.
You didn't look at Murray once when you said that.
Dad, when there's a fire, you don't aim your hose at the hydrant.
Indeed not.
Mm-hmm. So why don't you get lost, Ted?
But I want to see him.
Thanks.
Ken, that was really a great lunch. Thank you.
Sure. Look, Mary's guy is broken.
Ken Arnett, I would like you to meet Murray Slaughter, Lou Grant, and Ted Baxter.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good to meet you.
Nice to
Heard
meet
a
you.
lot about you. Hey, how'd you break the old wing?
Oh, my dog did it. I was getting out of my car, and he jumped up and slammed the door in my hand.
Would have been better if you told him to roll over and play dead.
Listen, I want to go over a few things with you guys in my office.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's nice meeting you, Ken.
Same here.
Ted, aren't you coming into my office?
No. So, Mary, this is the guy you've been seeing all this time, eh? Well, I approve. Set your hook, cast your line, and reel him in. Listen, I guess you two want to be alone. I'm not going to say another word. Just pretend I'm not here. In fact, you can even talk about me if you want to.
Okay, then. I'll see you and Stevie at my place about 7 o'clock tomorrow. Huh?
Okay, right.
Stevie? Who's Stevie? I don't know any Stevie.
Stevie is my son, Ted.
You going out with a married guy, Mary?
No, Ted, divorced.
Oh, split city, huh? Well, that's too bad. Listen, it's no disgrace to be divorced these days.
Ted?
Just because his first marriage didn't work out doesn't mean he's going to botch it up again.
I think I better get going, Mary.
Okay. Listen, I'm a little nervous about meeting Stevie tomorrow. I mean, I hope he likes me.
Not only will he like you, but meeting you will make his voice change. Bye.
Nice talking to you, kid.
Oh, yeah.
Ted, do you trust me?
Well, sure I trust you, Mary.
Then, Ted, would you take off your left shoe?
Okay.
Okay. And now would you take off your sock?
Okay.
And listen very, very carefully.
Okay.
To me now, Ted. The next time you see me talking to somebody and you think of something to say that would be appropriate or add to the conversation, I want you to take that sock and stuff it down your throat.
What about the shoe?
Hi, Mary.
Hi.
This is Stevie. Steve, this is Mary Richards.
Hi, Stevie.
Hi.
Oh, this is for you.
Oh, thank you.
Mary,
Yeah, come on in. I just have to turn my oven down.
Son, why don't you sit down over there and make yourself comfortable, okay? Everything's going great.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I mean, naturally, there's bound to be a little tension with you meeting my son for the first time.
Oh, Ken, I'm so glad you said that. I mean, it really takes the pressure off. Now I know everything's going to be all right.
Hey, what's that lousy smell?
That's dinner. Stevie, listen. I think you're really going to like what I'm fixing. It's the first time I ever made it from scratch. And you know what it is? Pizza.
Yuck.
Hey, Stevie, don't say yuck to Mary.
I don't like pizza.
I don't like it either. But you don't hear me saying yuck to Mary. Now apologize.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. It's all right.
Mary?
Yeah.
It's really going so well, considering. Oh, by the way, that thing about the pizza, I didn't mean it. I was just trying to make a point.
Oh, okay. Well, then, I'll tell you what. You and I will have the pizza, and I'll fix Stevie a hamburger.
Oh, yeah, but I sort of really wanted you two to, well, I just wanted tonight to be something special.
A cheeseburger?
Mary, I don't mean that. I just don't want you spending all night in the kitchen. I really would like you two to get to know each other. Hey, listen. Stevie loves hockey. Now, there's a restaurant called the Hockey Puck. It's run by an old goalie. He comes to your table and shows you his scars.
Oh, sounds fun.
Yeah, it's awful. But we'll have a terrific time. Stevie will love you, and you'll love him.
Hey, Ken, I love kids. And if you just let it happen, I'm sure Stevie and I are going to get along just fine. Just, you know, I don't want to feel that I'm taking a test.
Mary, a test? I'm not giving you any test. Anyway, what are you worrying about? You're passing with flying colors.
Hey, Stevie, guess what? Your dad has a terrific idea. Instead of having dinner here, the three of us are going to go to this great restaurant.
Hey, Stevie, would you put the comic book down, son? Mary's trying to tell you something.
Well, I guess I said what it was that I had to say.
Mary? It's really going better and better.
Hey, Lou. Do me a favor and help me pick out the right picture. I'm not crazy about this one. I have sort of a faraway looking.
Not far enough.
Hey, this is a great one. See how I captured that thoughtful look? Like an idea just occurred to me?
You must have used a time exposure.
Come on, Lou. Help me pick out the right pictures.
Hey, no, Ted, those pictures aren't bad. What'd they cost you?
Nothing.
You're kidding.
No, I asked him, what do I owe you? And he said, just give me whatever you feel like paying me.
Hey, does anybody know what's the matter with Mary today?
What do you mean?
Well, I just took her to lunch, and when I asked her what she wanted to eat, she said, what's the difference?
Well, maybe she just wasn't hungry.
And then, right in the middle of her diet plate, she looked up at me and said, you know something, Mary? Life isn't a bowl of cherries.
Hey, that's pretty rough talk for Mary. She does sound a little upset, but I wouldn't call it serious.
Well, Lou, I haven't told you the worst. All during lunch, her blouse wasn't tucked in.
Mary untucked?
Yeah, and when I mentioned it to her, she left it untucked.
She's really upset.
Upset? She's going to hell on a handcart.
Bye.
Mary,
Mr. Grant,
your hair looks nice.
thank you.
Yeah, what do you call the way you got it?
Combed?
Yeah. Yeah, suits you.
Thank you.
Hard as it is to believe, Mary, I've had my down days, too.
Ted, I'm going to be fine.
No, you can't be too sure, Mary. I mean, sometimes you can't wait for these things to pass. You got to get out there and fight them. You know what my mom says? Tears are the river that sweep away the mud of sadness. I guess every mother in the whole world has said that at one time or another. Did your mom ever say that to you, Mary?
No.
What did she say?
I don't know. Brush your teeth.
Well, that's good, too. See, the point my mom was trying to make was that if you let out your emotions, it stops hurting. So, Mary, why don't you put your pretty little chin on my shoulder and cry your heart out?
Well, Ted, thank you. That's really very nice
It'll
of you
really
to want
help
to
you,
help, but
Mary.
I'm not. No, I'm really not that upset.
If you're worried about tears falling on my $140 jacket, forget it.
No, Ted, it's
I
not
want to do
that.
this for you, Mary.
Ted, really, I'm
Please.
sorry. No. Lay off!
Did it make you feel any better, Mary?
No!
I know what it is. You're afraid to open up to a man. What you need is another woman. I'm going to find you somebody that's warm, compassionate, and understanding. Oh, Sue Ann. See, would you do me a favor? Mary's really got the blouse. Would you stay here and help her until I find somebody that's warm and compassionate?
Sue Ann, I don't need any help. I don't know why Ted finds it so hard to understand that there are things that people just don't want to talk about sometimes.
I understand, dear. What sort of things?
Sue Ann, I really don't want to talk about it.
Mary, you help everyone with his problems. You get a lot of credit for it, too. Affection, even. Now, you must help me prove that I can be a giving, understanding, sympathetic person like you. If you don't, I'll turn on you like that.
Sue Ann, what are you doing?
I'm removing stubborn rust stains from your sink. If you're going to snare him, you have to prove that you're a good homemaker for little Stevie.
Now, Sue Ann, why would I be interested in snaring Ken? I mean, aren't we past that point? I mean, that whole idea that women are out to snare men. I mean, Sue Ann, aren't we finally past that notion?
No. Mary, have you ever tried to relate to Stevie on his own level?
Yes.
That's your mistake.
Why? Sue Ann, children are people. They have minds and interests and lives of their own.
Of course they do, dear. But their lives are boring and their interests are dull. I mean, what do they do at that age? They scuff their shoes. They wear out their clothes. They wipe their noses on their sleeves. They're just marking time till puberty. Now that's interesting. No, you don't relate to children. You handle them.
Well, I'm sorry, Sue Ann, but I don't agree with that. Steve, hi.
Hi.
Where's your father?
He's coming from work. My Aunt Helen dropped me off.
Oh. Well, Steve, I'd like you to meet Sue Ann Nivens. She comes in twice a week to scour my stains.
Hello, Stevie. Would you like some cookies and milk?
No, I'm too old for cookies and milk.
Oh. How about some Fritos and a beer?
Sue Ann, you really don't have to stay.
Oh, that's all right, dear. I haven't quite finished over there anyway. You and Steve just go right on forging your relationship.
What are you reading there?
Comic book?
What's it about?
I don't know. That's why I'm reading it.
The Fantastic Blob. Huh. Is he a good guy or a bad guy?
They don't give bad guys their own comic books.
Right, of course they don't. I should have realized that. I used to like comic books when I was your age. I used to love Wonder Woman. Do you know her?
Sure.
I used to love the way she'd ward off bullets with her golden bracelets. Gee, every month I couldn't wait for the next issue to come out. Oh, I remember this one story. When Egg Foo, her arch enemy, had her trapped in this giant mustache of his, and he had her tied up in one end of the mustache, and in the other end of the mustache was her boyfriend. What was
Steve
his
Trevor.
Right. Well, anyway, just before Egg Foo was about to crush them both, Wonder Woman worked her arm free and twirled her magic lasso around his head, and she cracked it into 1,000 pieces, and the world was safe for democracy once again. I just thought it was wonderful. Do you like Wonder Woman?
No, she's too butch.
Well, another week, another $834.67 after deductions.
And you earned every penny, Ted. Not the dollars, just the pennies.
Well, I'm off.
Yeah.
You know, it's been a good week for news. Some good human interest, a couple of juicy scandals, and just enough disasters to be interesting without being depressing. Good work, Mayor.
You coming, Mayor?
Yep.
Well, I hope you have a good weekend.
Thanks, you too.
I got a big one planned. Maria and I are going to look at a new car.
Oh, yeah? What are you getting?
Oh, I'm not. My neighbor got one. We're going to pack a lunch and go look at it.
Uh-huh.
Come in.
Could I hang out with you for a little while?
Yeah. Can I get you anything?
I don't know. What do you have?
Oh, you're in luck. I have a raspberry lifesaver.
Oh, good. Oh, wait. No, it's your last one.
I tell you what. You take the last of the lifesavers, I'll take the last of the scotch.
I think I'm getting the best of it.
You're not kidding. That lifesaver is older than this scotch.
Am I keeping you from anything?
Well, actually, I had a poker game about 5 minutes.
Oh, well...
No. That's all right. Finish your lifesaver.
Oh, Mr. Grant. It's so safe in here, you know? It's so crazy out there.
What's the trouble?
Well, I'm going with this guy, Ken.
Mm-hmm.
And he's really terrific. You know, he's one of the best men I've met in a long while. But he's got this blind spot about his son.
What's that?
He likes him.
And you don't?
Oh, no, it's not that.
Of course it is. That's your whole problem, Mary. You can't say something negative about anybody. You don't like the kid. You can't say something negative.
Yes, I can.
Okay, Mary. Say something negative about me.
Okay, you know what's wrong with you? You can't say anything positive about somebody.
I can, too.
Yeah, okay, say something positive about me. Well,
No. I'm not going to say anything positive about you until you say something negative about me. Come on.
all right. I don't like the way you dress. You wear baggy pants, the tie is narrow. They haven't been wearing narrow ties.
Mary, the deal was one negative thing.
Well, I thought clothes came under the heading of one thing.
Pants is one thing. Okay. You think my pants are baggy?
Oh, Mr. Green.
No. That's okay. That's okay. I asked you. And I did it for a reason. I think you should be that honest with the boy's father. If you can do it with me, you can do it with him. And believe me, he'll respect you for it.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Wait. A minute. You never said anything positive about me.
You have really good judgment about a lot of things. I care what you think.
Thanks, Mr. Grant.
Or else why would I be so upset by your vicious remark about my pants?
Okay, not too bad for a one-armed paper hanger.
Gee, you really went to a lot of trouble. I hope Stevie doesn't suspect.
No way. His Aunt Brenda took him to the movies. This is going to be the biggest surprise of his life.
Well, Stevie's not back yet. Oh, good. I brought the ice cream.
Mary, this is my ex-mother-in-law, Ethel Kendricks. Ethel, this is Mary Richards.
It's very nice to meet you.
Same here. Well, I'll take this to the refrigerator, and then I'll put the candles on the cake.
You know, it just occurred to me that this party might not be too comfortable for you, since I've invited so many of my ex-wife's family.
Oh, no, don't be silly. I've been really looking forward to meeting your ex-wife's family.
Well, it won't be all that bad. After all, we all have something in common.
What?
We all love Stevie. Yeah, tough not to love him. Such a wonderful kid, isn't he? Don't you think? Huh? Right, Mary? He really is, isn't he?
Well...
Stevie's not wonderful?
Well, Ken, here's what I think. I think that kids are people, you know, and, well, I don't know, maybe it's just a phase that Stevie's going through right now, or maybe it's even a phase that I'm going through.
Hey, Mary, you sound like you don't even like Stevie.
Well, this is, you know, a very hard thing to say.
Well, no, please say it.
Okay, I guess what I'm trying to say is that even though I realize that things are going to get better, you know, and that probably in a couple of days, even I'm going to just love Stevie, right now, I just don't like Stevie.
Oh, excuse me. I don't believe what I just heard. Oh, you don't like Stevie? You don't like a 12-year-old boy? That stinks.
Well,
Here we are. I hope we're not late. Hi, I'm Stevie's Aunt Helen.
Hi, Mary Richards.
She says she doesn't like Stevie.
Doesn't like Stevie? What kind of thing is that to say? Who invited her? Jack, this woman doesn't like Stevie.
What is she, some kind of a nut?
Well,
What's the matter?
This one here says she doesn't like Stevie.
Who is she?
Ken's girl.
Oh. So you had to get divorced. Well, you had a perfectly good wife who didn't hate your son. What have you got against my grandson, you hussy?
Okay, hold it. Let's get this straight. Mary is somebody I care about. Now, she may not feel the same way about Stevie that we all do, but that's her opinion, and she's entitled to it, however wrong she is. So I want everybody here to treat her with courtesy and respect and to make her feel welcome.
I'm so glad you could come.
It's really been pleasant.
I love your pantsuit.
Let's have lunch sometime.
Well, this is the one I finally decided to go with. Isn't it a great picture? I call it Portrait of Ted Baxter.
Right, like Dorian Gray. As the years go by, you're going to stay the same, but your picture's going to get dumber.
way, because of what I said about your clothes.
No, we're going to a funeral.